Alpha Graphics started a live video. How
Yes,
about
we
this?
did.
I'm gonna watch it.
There you go.
There you go, I like that.
Yeah.
You got one viewer.
Put it on the.
When we have. How delayed is it?
It's pretty delayed because it's like stuck.
Does it even say that someone's watching it on our live feed?
I don't think anybody. Oh, there we go. I can't.
Maybe you don't want to see anything.
It's like there's like a little.
Well, it is going to be recorded so people can watch it through.
Yeah, absolutely.
But, okay, so you guys ready to go?
Let's do it.
Okay, so today, this one's going to be a little more fun because we're going to talk about mastering objections. Okay. Mastering objections. So here, what's a few examples of some objections that we're going to hear? So I think you probably haven't heard many of them yet because you're still new. But yeah, so here are just a few that I hear all the time that I put down. So the price is too high. I'm just looking today. I'm not sure what I want. I can get it cheaper somewhere else. Why is it more expensive than the last time I ordered? Or I'm just not interested. I think you got that one the other day. I'm not interested. But so those are some external objections, but we can also have internal objections too. So maybe you're thinking to yourself, am I calling these guys too much? I can't find any good prospects out there. I'm not even sure if this product is worth the money that I'm trying to sell it to these people for. I don't think they're interested in what I have to offer. They've already got a good printer. Or I can't ask my family and friends if they want to do business with me because it's going to make everybody mad and it's going to look bad on me, so I just can't even ask my family or my friends. So those are just a few examples of some external and some internal objections. So there's both kind of types that we got to deal with as a team. So if we don't have a strategy, though, we're not going to be able to master or handle the objections. So that's why we're going over all this stuff together in the mornings. We're developing a strategy. And that's gonna help us master all this objection stuff that we're gonna come up to. So now that we talked about this yesterday, can we remember what the strategy of preeminence is? Since we just discussed it yesterday morning. You guys have an answer for that one?
No. I was overwhelmed by less annoying CRMs and writing up job tickets yesterday.
Okay, so the strategy, one more time, strategy of preeminence is when we're gonna be our client's most trusted advisor and expert. So that's our goal. Every time someone walks in the door, we want to be their most trusted advisor and the expert source for everything print, graphic design, marketing, and signs. So that's the strategy of preeminence. We're going to be the expert go-to source for everything print, graphic design, marketing, and signs. And even if it's not necessarily in our best money-making or profitable interest, we're going to do whatever we can do to help them get the most out of what we're offering or what we can do for them. So again, that's the reason I'm going over that again is because that's what we really want to be thinking about every time we deal with somebody. So that's our goal, to practice the strategy of preeminence. And I learned that one from Jay Abraham. So if you guys want to research that, there's tons of stuff on YouTube with him going over that strategy. So then how about, do you guys remember what our before unit is? We have our before, during, and after units. Do you remember what the before unit is?
No.
I think so. Let's break it down. Before is going to be what we're doing before the sale to get leads, bag drops, etc. All that kind of stuff, our prospecting, the strategies that we do there. We've got our during unit, which is what we do once we've got the sale, we've closed the sale. It's in print production in progress. That's what we're going to be focusing on to have the people delighted and surprised throughout the actual production process or the work process. And then we have the after unit, which is where we start getting into the after sales check-ins. How did it go? How was the service? How did we do? As well as doing the follow-ups for additional business and orders that we might be able to get. So as we build on these strategies, we get comfortable, confident when you guys can start telling me what these are when I ask right away. And that's going to all help. You're going to be confident, you're going to have knowledge, and you're going to be able to help go through these objections a lot easier. So, I mean, it's been taking me 2 years to get to the point where I'm feeling comfortable, but now I go into a sales meeting and I actually don't have that thing in my stomach anymore. I've just noticed it even in the last like 3 months. I can go and I'm like confident. I'm aware what they're gonna ask. I'm gonna have an answer for it, and it feels really good because for a long time I didn't have that feeling. But now I'm like, wow, I feel confident, and I think I can make this happen. So it's kind of cool. It's a good feeling, and it's a good place to get to, and that's why we're gonna keep working together and doing that. So again, as we study and learn our product and our services, and we develop pitches that we know work for us with our own personality, our own style, then just naturally we're going to get better at doing all of these objection handling things. So I think as we get objections, you guys start dealing with them. You need to take a note of what you're hearing all the time, and then develop your own way to get around it. So you're going to start hearing the same stuff over and over. Just write it down after the meeting, take a note if you had trouble with it, and just figure out what am I going to do next time I hear that. So it's just going to be something that a personal thing you work on and you get comfortable with and confident with, and then you can just start handling it. And actually you get ready and excited for the objection because you're like, oh yeah, I got this one. Okay, so now also when we have objections, we need to think that there may be a bigger problem. So let's say that we're trying to sell a direct mailer to somebody and they say, the price is too high. Well, if we think big picture, the bigger problem may be that the last time they tried the direct mail, they got a crappy response and they lost money on it. So is it really that the price is too high, or is it that they're not confident in direct mail because they had a bad experience in the past? So how do we handle that objection? We tell them that we can develop a better direct response offer, come up with a unique design for them that's going to generate a way higher response. We're going to add a tracking method so they know exactly the results that they're getting with the new campaign. And we're going to do all of this included in the price of the printing that we just discussed. How do you like that, Mr. Client? Well, okay, let's try it. It's just because it's not actually the price that's the problem, it's his perception on direct mail and the bad experience he had in the past. But if we can show the additional value that we have and offer that over our competitors, which I think we do every day here, we can help them craft some new, compelling stuff that's going to add a more likelihood of a response. We can do all of the design, and it's going to drop their objections out of the way because we're going to add all that value and handle it for them and get them to the close. So, does that make sense? Yeah. So the last strategy I want to go over today, though, is that we always agree with the client. So never say, oh, that's wrong, or don't say, that's the wrong way to talk. Just always agree, always agree, always agree. So that's super important. So we're going to treat any objection more of as a complaint than an objection. So this is an example from Grant, but he says, so if someone says to you, it's so hot out there today, the weather's just terrible. Well, do you go out there and say, oh yeah, the weather does suck, let me call God up and have him turn the temperature down a little bit? Or do you just say, yeah, I know it is hot, and you just go out and deal with it? You just deal with it. It's a complaint, the weather sucks, but what are we going to do about it? Nothing, right? So let's turn that into somebody complaining about the price, right? We're just going to treat it as a complaint. So, oh, that's expensive. I'm with you. The cost is a little higher, but once you see the results you're going to get with the product that we're talking about here, I think you're going to come back and you're probably going to double your order the next time around. So it's a complaint, right? It is a little high, but we can actually make it worth your while, and you're going to want more when you're done with us here. So that's one way. You can say, again, back to the direct mail, I just don't think that direct mail is going to work for me. You say, hey, I'm with you. Direct mail doesn't work for a lot of people. I take full responsibility for that. But the problem is that people don't know exactly what they're putting on their direct mail piece. They don't have a good offer. They're not putting out a good thing for their people. They don't track anything. So how about we get you started on the design today? I'll get you a proof. If you hate the proof, you don't like it, we don't have to go through. But let me get you the proof today. We have a great team that's working in the office here with us. So let's get you the proof. Let's just get it started and see what you think. So that's just a way to agree, direct mail doesn't work for everybody. We can make it work for you. So it's just a complaint. Yeah, it doesn't work, but hey, I take responsibility that we'll make this one work for you.
For sure.
Okay? So we always agree with the client. We always never make them wrong. You always say, I agree. Hey, I'm with you. And then you handle the objection. So here's another one. I'm just looking today. If people come in I'm just looking today. Hey, I'm with you. It's always good to look around. You want to know all of your options. But I know your time is valuable, and I'm going to save you the afternoon on all the gas money. And by the way, have you seen the price of gas out there today? Man, just let's talk about this right now. I'll give you a great deal while you're standing here. Get it down on the paper. We'll get you approved by tomorrow afternoon, and we'll have you the cards. How about that? We'll save your afternoon, save you the gas. Let's just do it while you're here. Take the time out of the equation. Okay, so it's just you're agreeing. Yeah, I know you're looking around, but let's just take care of it now while you're here. Save the hassle, save the gas.
Yesterday.
Yeah, this is
Yesterday,
easy, right?
good example.
Here's another one. Another one. This is all kind of front counter because this is where we get a lot of objections. But I can get that cheaper at Vistaprint. And you say, hey, I'm with you. I'm with you. Vistaprint is a lot cheaper on some items. But did you know that they put their advertisement on the back of all of your printing? It's going to say Vistaprint on the back of all of your cards. And did you know that's probably going to take about 3 to 4 weeks for it to get to your mailbox? And by the way, you get it here. We don't put our advertisement on the back. You have it in 3 to 4 days. Okay. And then you're not going to be sitting on your computer for 3 hours this afternoon trying to design your own cards, trying to click and drag, drop and paste. We have a design team. We're going to do all that included in the price. We're going to get it done for you. You're going to have it by the end of the week. So why would you go to Vistaprint if we can help you right now? Oh, okay, that makes more sense. Okay, so we're handling the objection. And as you get more confident, you're going to just come up with this stuff. But it's really just, it's a complaint. I know, Vistaprint is cheaper, but you got to deal with all that crap at the same time. Right? So how about this? You guys got a 3X card?
Yep.
Let's see. So we're at a networking meeting, okay? And everybody's passing their cards out and you say, here's this card. And they say, oh, I like that card. How much is that? I said, oh, 3X? These are 500 cards for $124.99.
Damn.
That price is ridiculous. $124.99? I say, sir, that price may be ridiculous, but what else is ridiculous? The fact that you're passing out the same cards as everybody else at this network meeting, and they're going to go straight in the trash. To me, that's ridiculous. So spend an extra $30, get the good ones, and at least when these people leave, they're going to hold on to yours for a couple of days longer because of the uniqueness of it. So yeah, it may be a little bit ridiculous, but in the long run, it's ridiculous to be the same as everybody else. So let's just do the 3X cards while we're talking. So it's just a matter of, it's a complaint. Yeah, it is ridiculous. Sure, that price is high, but so it's also ridiculous that you're the same as everyone else because that's not going to get you anywhere either.
Yeah.
Sir, hold on to that.
Yeah.
Touch it.
It's actually.
So we're not saying, we're not making them wrong. We're not saying, no, that's not ridiculous. That's a fair price. We're saying, no, it is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I agree with you. It's completely ridiculous, but so is having that boring.
This
14
conversation is
card.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
Give me my card back. No, wait, give it.
So the 2 key takeaways from today's meeting I wanted to get to you guys is you always agree with the client and just to treat the objection as a complaint. So as we continue to develop and study and learn the strategies, it's just going to naturally come to us. But that's what I wanted to share with you today. So always agree, and it's just a complaint. It's just an objection is a complaint. So then my quote I found today is, so when you're in trouble, did you ever notice that the real you makes a demand on who you can become? So what's your potential? So if you're in like a tough situation, you usually step up to solve the problem, right? So that's what you can be all the time if you really tap into your potential. So it's just something to think about today.
And also goes back to the quote from yesterday.
Yes, legends aren't born, they're built.
Exactly. So the more you study, the more we do these trainings, all that. So when we do get in trouble, our training and all that kicks in, and it's
Right.
like, boom. Oh wait.
I'll let these guys see it. Oh, that's me.
Dude, really though.
So yeah, so I just kind of thought that was cool because when you need to step up, when it's forced on you, you usually do. But if you kind of keep that in your mental and think about it, you can step up a lot more when you need to. So, okay, so let's see. I'll say goodbye to history on my people.
Yes.
There's Dylan. Have a good one. Marcus.
May see you soon.
Hold on. Get the socks.
Okay. That'll wrap this West Ave sock game, right?
Yes, sir. The Go Navy beat Army.
Fantastic.
Just a regular.
Black and black.
Regular.
That's okay. All right. We'll catch you guys on the next episode.
We're gonna get a sock deal. Watch. I'm telling you.
Wouldn't that be cool?
That'd be
We're gonna get it. We're gonna we're gonna get so big on this that people are gonna want to oh, can you sponsor us? Can you give us a shout out?
Yeah, I think it's gonna
They
happen.
definitely will blow.
Okay, so here's the one close. I had the ingredient to the kitchen here today. So this is called the 1 to 10 close, the scale from 1 to 10. So let me try and convert it to printing a little bit. But so, Mr. Klein, on a scale of 1 to 10, how do you rate this 16-point silk laminate business card that I'm showing you? Well, I'll give it a 6. Okay, well, what will we need to do right now to make it a 10 for you? And then that's going to tell us what he does or doesn't like. We're going to know what he wants to make it perfect for him and say, okay, let me get that handled. Let's take care of the deal right now. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you like what we're talking about right now?
Can you do that as far as the after unit? On a scale of 1 to 10, how did you like our service?
Right? And what would make it get to that point? Why not? We could try it. I've never sent it before, but it would make sense. But,
I was thinking about doing that with Noble.
okay, well, I know they might complain a little bit about
Yeah.
time, and that's something we could work on, but it's hard.
Yeah.
Just, sometimes it's just the flow of things, but it's more, that's more for, I mean, we could try it, let's try it, and see what happens. We'll throw it in there on your follow-up. And then, but that's more just the close as the way to get out of them what is not making them be fully committed. So hey, on a scale of 1 to 10, you know, we're working on these different options, like what do you think out of 1 to 10, what do you think? Oh, you know, that's a 7, maybe an 8, so what would make it a 10? Well, I wanna have something where my logo pops more. Oh, well, let's put some Spot UV on the logo for you. Would that make it a 10? Oh, yeah, okay, let's do it. And then you just upsold them $20, made them more happy, and closed the deal. Is that cool? All right, that's all I got for us today. And it is fun. I was thinking last night, I was like, it is fun that you can come to work and we got friends, we got stuff to look forward to.
Absolutely.
And I haven't really done that before. I've been in this club forever, and I'm usually just on my own, but it's fun to come to work.
Yeah, it
and
is.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It is fun.
It makes it way different.
Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
So I have something to look forward to every day.